Okay, so we're going to graph y equals 2 raised to the x. Remember, this is going to be an exponential. Now, we already established that we can rewrite this as, if we wanted to, as y equals 1 times 2 to the x. Okay, now based off of the knowledge that I just expressed to you, do you think, is this curve going to have a growth or a decay? Okay, and hopefully you answered growth. And there's a reason behind that. And the reason being that this b value, the number with the exponent, is greater than 1 and greater than 0. Okay? Is 2 in between 0 and 1? No, it's actually after 1. So we're going to have a growth here. Okay, so we should expect that when we graph. Also, what does this 1 here represent? That's right, the y-intercept. So right off the bat, I can graph my little y-intercept right here. Hey, you got 1 point. Okay? But we still need severals, that way we can kind of get the idea where the j is headed. Okay? Now, as I already told you, I'm going to be using the aid of this graphing calculator to help us. Okay? So, in order to even use this thing and how to type into here, you're going to hit y equals. Okay? And I've already typed in my equation here, 2 raised to the x. Okay, now remember, a graph is nothing more than just a bunch of ordered pairs connected by some sort of curve or a line. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit second graph, and voila, all of the ordered pairs imaginable are here. Okay, and now I'm just going to graph the ones that are relatively easy to graph. So for example, 0, 1, don't we already have that on here? What is 0, 1? It's the y-intercept. We already have that. But here's 1, 1, 2. So let's graph that one. I'm going to go over 1 and then up 2. Okay. The next one on my list here is 2, 4. So I'm going to go over 2 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I can do another one, 3, 8. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And I think that that's plenty. You can see that we have the J curve right here going on. Of course, it'll go this way as well. Okay. And do you see that we have the growth? It's going up from left to right. Okay, so it all matches up. Now, if you don't have a graphing calculator, couldn't you just make your own table like we've been practicing? Choose some x values, and then the number that spits out, the input-output, you just graph that as an ordered pair, then you're good to go. Okay? Let's look at another one. Okay, y equals 3 times 2 raised to the x. Okay, so let me go ahead and set up my graph real quick. Okay. Remember, this is our x, this is our y. All right, so let's look at the equation here. 3 times 2 to the x. What can you tell me? What's the y-intercept going to be? 3, correct. Okay, and will this have growth or decay? It will have growth, again, because the number with the exponent is positive, and in this case, it's greater than 0. It's 2. Okay, so we know we're going to have growth here. We should expect that when we graph this. Okay, so again, I'm going to type this into my calculator, and I'm going to snag some points. And remember, I can plot the y-intercept of 3. That's right here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 times 2 raised to the x. Okay, there it is. Second table. And this lists all my ordered pairs I have here. Now you can see here when I scroll through the table that the numbers get large, and that should be the case. If you have something that's growing exponentially, that's referring to as it starts relatively low. You see we've got 3, 6, and all of a sudden we get this hike up to 12, and then eventually 96. So it's going up quite fast. So I'm only going to graph a few of these points just to get the general picture. I've already got 0, 3, so I'm going to do 1, 6. So over 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think I have enough room here to do 12, so I'm going to do 2, 12. So over 2, so it's 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then I believe that should be good. You can see the J curve here. And of course, you can go out this way as well. Okay, and again, this does resemble some growth. Okay, let's do another one. y equals 0.5 raised to the x. Okay. So first of all, can you even see the y-intercept of this thing? Okay, the answer is no. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this so that I have it. So this is going to be y equals 1 times 0.5 raised to the x. Because remember, it's a times b raised to the x. Okay, so let me go ahead and set up my graph. Okay, so I can plot the y-intercept of 1. That's easy. So that's going to be right here. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and type this into the calculator and snag some points from this. So I have 0.5 raised to the x, second table. And let's see what's kind of easy to graph here. Now you see, 1 is okay. I think we can handle 1.5. Okay, that's fine. But if you scroll up to the negatives, we get some numbers here that are pretty easy, some order pairs that are really easy to graph. Okay, so we've already got 0, 1, that's taken care of. Let's do negative 1, 2. So negative 1, 2. Okay. I see negative 2, 4, so negative 2, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I see negative 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The next one, it goes up to 16. That's okay. You can already start seeing the J curve already. But I am going to do that 1.5 real quick, so that's over 1, and then just up just a little bit, a half. Okay. And you can see that we have a clear J curve here. Okay. Now, why is this thing representing decay? Because obviously it's going down if we read it from left to right. And the reason is because this right here, the b value, the thing that's raised to the x, yes, it's positive, but 0.5 lies between 0 and 1. So that is why we have a decay. Remember, if this number here is greater than 1, we have growth then. Okay? So I'm going to end this then with a try problem. Let's just make sure that you have the general idea of this. So try. Okay, and let's do y equals 2 times 0.5 to the x. Okay, so take a moment, pause your video, and see if you can successfully graph a few points for me on this. Okay, so by the looks of this thing, what's the y-intercept? It is 2, so that's an easy point to plot. And will this represent a growth or a decay? Okay, and hopefully you're thinking decay, because again, the number here, the b raised to the x, is between 0 and 1, so this will represent a decay. Now, again, using my calculator here, I've got the y-intercept already. I can do 1, 1. Okay, I can do negative 1, 4. So negative 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can do negative 2, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can see you get the general idea of what is going on here. Okay. Thanks, guys, for listening. Practice problems from your homework. Practice these graphs. And again, we appreciate you listening. Have a good one.